Okay, good afternoon, Ayush. Let us start with the C programming language, right? So, first of all, could you please read this first para? Well, I'm reading C is a general purpose programming language created by Dennis Ritchie at Bell Laboratories in 1972. Actually, this Bell Laboratories was in California, America, right? It was a very popular language despite being old. The main reason for its popularity is because it is fundamental language in the field of computer science. So C is strongly associated with Unix operating system as it was developed to write Unix operating system. The Unix operating system basically the whole Unix operating system has been made in C programming language, right? So it is one of the most popular programming language in the world. And as you know, C, you will have no problem learning other programming languages like Java, Python, C++, C Sharp, etc. As the syntax is similar. So C is very fast compared to other programming language like Java and Python. And C is a versatile. It can be used in both application and technologies. After C, another language was derived which was C++, and it was developed as an extension of C, and both languages have almost the same syntax. The main difference between C and C++ is that C++ was object oriented, where C was only procedural programming language. I will cover or explain object oriented part later on. So let us start with C. Ayush, you must have heard about different generations of programming language. Do you know that?
Yes, sir. Why C++, C, Java?
What was the first generation programming language?
Uh, शायद C था.
The first
C है.
generation programming language was machine language, right?
अच्छा.
Machine language, and in which the codes were only in binary. So machine language was actually very difficult to learn. The reason was that everything was to be written in binary. So if everything is in binary, then for common people it is very difficult to understand the concept, right? It is not possible that for everybody that to write and code. Got it, Ayush?
Yes.
So after that, Ayush, you can see that I have opened Replit.com,
Yes, sir.
and in this Replit.com you can see that this supports so many languages. Online programs you can write. An online compiler is visible there. On the screen, you can see that there is a small code snippet has been written, which displays hello world on the screen.
Yes, sir.
If you This is the interface of Replit. You can see that the left side is the different languages or the technologies which we can use. In the main part, middle part, here you will see the source code, and in the right side, you will see that right side you can see that the output on the screen. Now here if you run this, you will see that hello world has been displayed on the screen, right,
Yes.
Ayush?
Yes, sir.
Here if I am writing my name, suppose, do you know my name, Ayush?
Arun Kumar Singh.
Arun Singh. So if I run this, you will see that my name will get displayed on the screen. Any doubt, Ayush?
No, sir.
Just a minute, Ayush, just a minute. Hello, Ayush, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
uh Ayush, now you can see the code. I am just going to explain the code. On the very first line, you see that it is written hash include studio.h. So what is the meaning of hash here? The meaning of hash is microcontroller. It represents actually microcontroller. And this is actually the source code which is on the screen. And C is basically the third generation programming language. I was explaining about first generation in which everything was written in binary, but binary was a bit difficult. It was very difficult for the common people. That is why second generation came, and second generation programming language was assembly language. I would like to show you some code of assembly language here. You will see here assembly language syntax. I would like to show you some example here. Suppose just basic variables and like, just a minute. Here you can see that some examples, just wait a minute. Here you can see on the screen some section is written in assembly language, and now you can see that some commands like mov for moving, this is a integer int, these are the commands. Actually earlier when everything was in machine language, now later when assembly language was introduced, some opcode we started writing in English language as commands like sum, add, right? Not the complete English language modules or syntax, but some part. So assembly language was a little bit easier than machine language, right? But still it was very difficult to perform the operations in assembly language because it was not that easy to bring the revolution in this field. What is a revolution? Revolution means that the thinking was that everybody should, or most of the people should. That is why the third generation came. And in the third generation programming language, actually most of the things we used to write in English language. And since English is easy to write and represent anything, that is why definitely we can say that the revolution came after the introduction of third generation language. Now here on the screen you can see the easy syntax written in English language like hash include stdio.h, int main void printf Arun Singh return 0, right? So these are this is what source code, and the source code is basically written in what? English language here. Now what is the meaning of hash? Hash represents microcontroller. Ayush, the role of microcontroller is to perform some pre-compiling task for the user. Actually, in third generation language, what was the main thing? The main thing was that there were some pre-compiled libraries which were made available for the user so that the basic operations are done before the source code we are going to execute. So whenever this hash symbol comes, this hash means microcontroller will take care of this line include stdio.h. stdio.h is a library code. It is a library or pre-compiled code written in C language, written in machine language in fact, which is made available for the compiler of C. What is the full form of stereo.h? The full form of stereo.h is standard input output. So whatever operations we are going to perform for which are related to a standard input and output, the microcontroller will load that library. Then only we will be able to perform the operations. Ayush, understood or not?
Yes, sir.
What is microcontroller? Microcontroller is a small chip, we can say, which is available on the which is present on the same chip where processor is available. The processor is not directly involved in loading the libraries, rather than microcontroller is available for loading all these libraries. So in the very first line includes this header file stereo.h, which is responsible for all input and output operations. Ayush, here you can see that this printf is a standard output operation, which means that this name Arun Singh will be displayed on the screen, right?
Yes, sir.
And what is this void main? This void main is basically the entry point in this C program. Actually, every programming language is having one entry point. Every programming language is having one entry point. So here also in C, you can see that the entry point is being represented by main. So inside, what is the meaning of this line? The meaning of this line is that this main will receive nothing. The main will receive nothing, but it will definitely return a value, integer value. That is why this return 0 is there. If I am writing here void, if I am writing this void, so I need not to write this. If I run this, you will see that still the output is coming as Arun Singh without any error. So main method, if you are not going to return anything, the return type of the main method will be void. Child, this very first void means the return type. And this void which has been passed within, it represents that there are no parameters passed. Any doubt, Ayush?
Sir, there's slash n का use किया है.
Slash n is a non-graphical character. I will explain. Slash n means that the line will not change. Listen, suppose here I am writing my address. Here I have written Arun Singh 1/175 Virat Khand Gomti Nagar Lucknow. If I run this code, just a minute. If I run this code, see what happens. There is some error. Just print f. It is not print. You see, here it is showing that Arun Singh 1/175 Virat Khand Gomti Nagar Lucknow. Got it? See, if I am introducing slash n here, what is the meaning? That after printing Arun Singh, the control will move to the next line. Just focus on the output there. You see, after printing Arun Singh, control has moved to the next line for printing 1/175 Virat Khand Gomti Nagar Lucknow. And if another slash n is appearing in front of this 1/175, see what happens. There is an extra line is inserted between Arun Singh and the address. Got it or not?
Yes, sir.
So slash n is what? It is nothing but is a non-graphical character. Non-graphical character which never appears on the screen, but whenever it is used, it performs a special function. Got Ayush? Any doubt?
सर इसमें जब भी प्रोग्राम शुरू करना रहेगा तो ये जो फर्स्ट और थर्ड लाइन है वो
Yes.
हमेशा लिखना पड़ेगा.
Yes, main method. Yes, entry point is the main method. The program should start from the main method only.
और जो फर्स्ट लाइन में लिखा है वो भी.
First line is useful just because you are able to use printf.
Okay.
Printf means this text will go on the monitor. Printf
सर वो जो
represents
हैश इंक्लूड स्टूडियो डॉट एच लिखा है
Yes.
वो भी लिखना पड़ेगा.
yes. This studio.h means standard input output. This is a header file.
ठीक है सर.
Got it? Any doubt?
नो सर.
Just a minute, Ayush. Okay. Now, syntax I have explained. Just go through this syntax. I have explained these things that it is a header file and it adds functionality to C programs. Basically, the purpose of studio.h to add some basic functionality to this C programming language, C programs, which are related to input and output, right? तो इनपुट एंड आउटपुट से रिलेटेड जितने भी जो भी फंक्शनैलिटी आप ऐड करने जाते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ ओनली studio.h. Got it?
यस सर.
Okay. Now I would like to introduce variables first. Ayush, I would like to tell you that what is the most important. Please tell me what is the most important thing. What do we do with programming language?
वी कोड. नहीं अभी नहीं, बाद में खा लेंगे.
With programming
Okay.
language, basically what we do, we process the raw data. We process the raw data in order to bring the meaningful result. Got it? What do we
Yes.
process? We process the raw data in order to bring the what? Meaningful result. Now,
यस सर.
what is a variable? Variables are the containers for storing this raw data, like numbers and characters. In C, there are three different type of variables. You can see basic three different type of variables. For example, int, float, and char. So, int is what? Int is basically the data type. So, can you please tell me what is the data type?
सर वही जिसमें
Data type.
वही-
Data types are, what are data type, please tell? Data types are means to identify the type of data and associated operations of handling it. It is a type of data and associated operations of handling it. Right. For example, if I have written 12, this 12 is what type of data?
integer.
Yes, this is integer. If I write 12.5, this is what type of data?
Float.
This is what? Float type of data. And if I write something in single quote, what type of data it is?
String.
Character type data. A string is always includes in double quotes. This is string type. This is a string. String means the name, address, something like that. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is what? So here we declare variables so that we can store the data. Now here I'm just going to show you how to add two numbers, right? See. So first of all, we have to declare two variables, like we have declared A is equals to 0, B is equals to 0 and C is equals to 0. This is what? These are the three variables which I have declared, and the very first message on the screen is enter a number, right? And then you can see here The second statement is scanf. Remember, a studio.h header file implements or represents all input output operations. Okay, in C. So input operation is always represented with the help of this function, always implemented with the help of this function scanf. In scanf, you can see there are two parameters. One parameter is within double quotes modulus D, comma ampersand A. What is the meaning of this? Modulus D means integer, whereas this represents what? This represents the address of A. This represents what? The address of? Not getting my point. This represents the address of A. Got it, child?
Yes, sir.
We want, with the help of a scanf, we will be able to receive a value via keyboard and we will be able to store that value at the address of A, where A is a variable. It is nothing but it is a named variable memory location which can store a value of particular type. If I say what is a variable, variable is nothing but a named memory location which can store a value of particular type. Like this A can store a value of integer type. This B can store a value of float type. This C can store a value of a string character type. Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Got it? So now here, with the help of this statement scanf modulus D ampersand A, we are able to receive a value via keyboard and then we are able to store the same value at this memory location A. Now, this is the message for the second number. Enter second number. This is for the second number. And now here you can see the second number I have entered. Any doubt?
No, sir.
With the help of
Sir,
this third,
इसमें-
yes,
सर,
ask.
इसमें स्कैनर के लिए कोई क्लास नहीं बनता है.
Scanner के लिए you want to say that object, right?
Yes, sir.
Here it is not an object oriented programming language. Scanner is the class which is available in Java.
अच्छा.
And in C we have a studio.h header file, and inside this header file we have two functions, printf and scanf. So with the help of printf we are able to input a number, and with the help of scanf we are able to receive or input a number. Now we have calculated the sum and then we are printing the sum on the screen which you can see. Any doubt, then please share. The sum is modulus D. So what is the meaning of this? The value which C is having, will replace modulus D during the time of execution. Any doubt, then please tell. Ayush.
Yes, sir.
Now I am running this code. You can see that here it is asking me to input a number. Suppose I have entered 67. This is the first number and it is asking me to input another number. I have entered 90 and now you can see the sum is 157. Any doubt, Ayush?
No, sir.
Got it? Okay. Now we are going to do another program and this time you are going to help me out. I would suppose we want to calculate simple interest. What should I do?
Simple
Suppose here
interest.
the return type of the function is integer. हाँ बोलिए, please tell.
सर प्रिंट पहले तो
First of all, we need to declare variables. Float, p, r, t, and si. These are the variables which I have declared. P is for principal, r is for rate, t is for time, and si is for simple interest. Then what to do? Here we can display this message that printf enter value of p. So that is scanf. Here you can write p, the first number I have entered, enter value of r, scan of this, rate I have entered. Now enter the value of t. I have entered t also, and then formula for SI I have applied, PRT upon 100, and then I am just displaying the simple interest on the screen. Any doubt, Ayush?
नो सर सर इधर परसेंटेज डी का एक बार फिर से बता दीजिए.
Percentage D means integer value. Percentage D means integer value. And that entered integer value will get stored at memory location at the rate P, at the rate R, or at the rate T. Actually, here I have taken percentage D, but you can take float also because the variables were float type. Here you can see float type also. Here simply you can write /f, see. Now run this code. It is asking me to input a value which is for principal. So suppose I have entered 1000 and the rate of interest is suppose 10% and the time is for 4 years suppose, and now you can see that the simple interest is 400. Any doubt, Ayush, and please tell. Any
सर
doubt?
इसमें
Yes.
सर इसमें प्रिंट करने का सिर्फ एक ही तरीका है.
Printf,
printf
yes. Printf.
अच्छा ठीक है सर.
For keyboard we have scanf. For keyboard input
Yes.
we have scanf, and for printing we have printf.
ओके सर.
Do you know, Ayush, what is the formula for, what is the relation between Celsius and Fahrenheit?
9/5 degrees Celsius plus 32.
The relation is C upon 5 is equals to F minus 32 by 9. This is the relation. This is the relation. C upon 5 is equals to F minus 32 by 9. This is the relation.
Yes, sir.
So, in order to write a formula for C as a subject, what we should do? Please tell. In order for, yes. Pardon, please tell.
इसमें f का वैल्यू एंटर करने के लिए
C is equals to what? 5 into F minus 32 upon 9. This is the formula for making C as a subject. Any doubt, then please tell. Please tell. Any doubt?
No, sir.
So now the question is, write a program to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. The question is, write a program to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. The relation I am commenting here. It is single line comment. What are comments, Ayush?
जो कि इनपुट नहीं लेता है सर.
Comments will not get executed during the execution of the program.
Yes sir.
Comments will not get executed during the, yes. Now here just declare some variables like float C and F. These are the two variables we have taken. Please enter the temperature in degree Fahrenheit. And here we have scanf, comma, this what? This is what the Fahrenheit we have entered. And the formula we have applied, which is this one. And what to write? The temperature in degree Celsius is what? Is what? Is what? C. Any doubt, then please tell.
Okay sir.
Got it?
Yes sir.
Now see if we input, like suppose here we have got 100. What is the temperature in? It is giving me minus 17. Just a minute. Let me check. If it is 212, again it is giving the same. The temperature in Celsius is this one. Why? Just a minute. It is 0. And here it is 0. Enter the temperature in degree Fahrenheit. F minus 32 should come like that. Just a minute. 212. Just a minute, Ayush.
के लिए ना वो यूज होता है.
Actually, the error was that in place of modulus D, we need to write modulus F because it is a floating die variable. Either you write C is equals to F minus 32 like this, or you can write 5.0 upon 9.0 ठीक है, into F minus 32. There is no issue. Here if you input 212, you will see that the output is 100.0. It's perfect. It's working. Since we were receiving integer type, that is why the problem was. Here we have declared floating die variable. Got it or not?
Yes sir.
So can you tell me, can you guide me the code with for calculating Fahrenheit to Celsius? Sorry, Celsius to Fahrenheit. What are the changes which are required?
उसका
Please tell. Here we have to write enter temperature in Celsius, and here you should write this C, and here if you write F is equals to what? F is equals to what is the formula?
9/5.
The relation is this one. 9 into C upon 5 plus 32. This is the relation. In degree Fahrenheit, the temperature is this one. So suppose you have entered 100 degree. Suppose you have entered 100 degree. Just a minute. Just a minute. So here it is 9 into C upon 5 plus 32, right? And here you can write the temperature in degree Fahrenheit the temperature in degree Fahrenheit is what? This F. Any doubt, then please tell. If you run this code, enter the temperature in Celsius. Suppose you have entered 100, and now you can see the temperature in degree Fahrenheit is 212. Any doubt, Ayush?
No, sir.
So beta, this is enough for today. Got it? So I have introduced with C language today. Any problem?
No, sir.
So what you need to, you can practice offline or online also. It is your choice. So simply you need to make an account in Replit.com, and there you can get so many compilers. Got it? Thank you.